Today we're going to be talking about the 3 things you should know before going to airborne school in the Army. But without further ado, let's get to it. What is up, guys? Ben Allen back again with another video. As you can see, I have David and Alex back again for another airborne video. You might have seen them in our last video talking about airborne school and what the hardest thing is in that school. And today, like I said, we're going to be talking about the 3 most important things you should know before airborne school. So before we get into that, guys, a little background on us. I did 4 years active duty as a 68 Whiskey, got out as a sergeant, recently just joined the Army Reserve, so I have that reserve knowledge as well as active duty knowledge and medical knowledge. And David did 3.5 years active duty with the 82nd Airborne as an infantryman, 11 Bravo. Alex, he did 3.5 years as well as a 25 uniform. He was stationed at the 82nd Airborne as well, same time as David. They lived literally almost close to each other, so that's pretty cool.
He came over my house
both
sometimes.
Yeah, both are airborne qualified. They both have a number of jumps under their belt, and they're going to be hitting on these topics. But before we get into that, guys, I need y'all to like this video. It really helps out the channel. It helps spread this so more people can get the information. And if you guys want to be updated whenever we post new airborne videos, infantry videos, medical videos, things like that, what you need to do right now, and I mean right now, literally after I say it, is subscribe to the channel, click the bell button, and select all, and you'll be immediately updated whenever we drop new content, all right? That'll really help us out and it'll really help you guys out, so please do that. And also comment down below what you're most excited for about airborne, basic training, AIT, OSIT, whatever you're going to. Let us know. We want to connect with y'all and get to know you a little better. But jumping straight into the video, guys, we're going to go over the 3 things. Number 1, the last one, is going to be the most important, so stay tuned for that because it's very good information and it'll help you out in the long run. But number 3 right now is how physically demanding it was. So you guys want to hit on that?
It's just a lot of running, pretty much. I mean, it's not something that's overcomplicated as far as, you know, being physically fit. You just need to know how to keep a good pace and run, because when you're in the school, it's not like they're gonna freaking make you sprint everywhere. It's just kind of like a lot of running is what it is.
Just a light little trot.
Yeah.
But like it's gonna be for long periods of time though. So
yeah,
like
you guys would run to and from, right? Where you'd be going to?
Yeah. Like especially like during jump days, you gotta run to like where you gotta be rigged up, and you gotta stay rigged up for a couple hours, for several hours, I'm gonna say, because the longest I've been rigged up was like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Around
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
So you gotta run there, and then when you're finally done jumping, like you get buzzed back, and then you gotta run back, and then you get your 3-4 hours of sleep, and then you start the day, and you start your day again.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things you guys wish you would have known before, how much running you were going to be doing, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in the last video, I literally, like the day of graduation from OSIT, I went to airborne school, so we were kind of already in that kind of running mindset. But there are some classes that have to wait like a couple months before they actually get into airborne school.
Yeah.
And that's where complacency gets in, so kind of just got to keep that running mindset.
Okay, sweet. Guys, so yeah, if you're barely getting ready to go to airborne school and you're not a good runner, you know, now's the time to practice. That's why we're putting out this information, that way you guys have it, right? That's one of the things they wish they knew before going, how much running it was going to be, just because if you know how much running it's going to be, you can train for that. You can get better to where, you know, all that running isn't a whole big deal, things of that nature. So start running, guys. How much running you're going to be doing at airborne is number 3 on the things they wish they would have known before. So moving on, guys, number 2 on the list of things that they wish they would have known before going to airborne school is check your equipment, or my bad, trust your equipment.
Yeah, basically like trusting your equipment is like, because when you get there, you think like, oh shit, like how is this little fucking piece of fabric gonna fucking save my life? But you gotta think like everyone there like already checked your equipment, like all the riggers, like because they have 2 checkers there like on hand. One's the jump master, one's the rigger. The first one to check is the rigger, the second one is the jump master. And if the jump master sees something wrong with it, they end up calling the rigger to come fix whatever they see fucked up.
Okay.
And so yeah.
Nice. So that's pretty much like, you know, that's how they ensure safety, because like I could see how, and you guys can, you know, agree with me. Yeah, like when you get there, like some new people, especially privates, they might be thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna die, this parachute isn't gonna save me. But you know, once you actually see the process, like Alex was talking about, and once you jumped a couple of times, you know, in airborne, you actually start trusting the equipment, and that takes away some of the stress, the anxiety, correct?
Yeah.
You feel like more comfortable because you know that you're gonna be safe. and that, you know, there's probably no possible way this parachute could fail you. You know, it's probably very, 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 very rare if it does, but, you know, trusting your equipment will help alleviate, you know, anxiety and like fear of falling and dying and things like that.
That being said, though, just, you know, when you're going through all the commands the jump master are giving you when you're on the plane, make sure you don't just go through the motions.
Yeah.
Actually check what you're supposed to check, because there are these onesies and twosies that, you know, sometimes the static line will be on the wrong side, and that actually does matter, because if you jump out one way and your static line's a different way where it's not supposed to be, things can go wrong. So just make sure you're not going through the motions and actually checking what you're actually supposed to check.
Okay, sweet. Guys, so that was number 2, right, on things that you should know before airborne school, and that is trust your equipment, right? I know it's kind of hard because you've never actually dealt with the equipment, but go in there after watching this video from 2 people that have gone through the school already that are telling you to trust your equipment and just kind of not feel as anxious about it failing you, you know, as if you hadn't seen this video, you know what I mean? And before we get to the last final thing that you should know before airborne school, again, like this video, subscribe, turn on the bell, and comment down below if you've taken away anything or what you want to see in future videos, right? Hit us up. David was infantry, Alex was a signal MOS, so we got knowledge here, guys. But now, guys, moving on to the last tip, right? The last thing, number 1 thing that you should know before going to airborne school, or things that they wish they knew before going to airborne school, and that is to go limp, right? To relax your body, and they're gonna build on that because obviously I've never jumped, but they have. So guys, what exactly does that mean? Both of you can hit on it.
I mean, going limp is not the first thing you want to hear in a situation, but like in this, like in this situation, this is one thing you do want to hear and actually do when you actually execute, like when you actually hit the ground. Because like when you hit the ground, like if you're stiff, like if you think like, oh, I'm big, like I can handle the hit, like I'm falling down slower, yeah, you may be falling down slower, but you still may be falling down like a sack of potatoes though. It's like yeah, like when you go, like if you're stiff, like more than likely your legs will probably snap, or if not, like something else can get hurt or something can happen to you.
That's regardless. Actually happened to somebody you know, right?
Yeah, there was like, well, not someone I knew, but I just met him like because he was in the class ahead of me. Okay. Yeah, and like I ended up meeting
He's
him.
Like a holdover.
Yeah, he was a holdover because like both of his legs broke.
Damn.
Like literally, like he fell and both of his legs broke, so he was literally on a wheelchair. I don't know how or where he would go, because like when he would go like into the bays, there'd be these fucking stairs, but there'd be no fucking wheelchair accessibility. So I don't know where he would go like during the days. I'm pretty sure he would just stay there.
He was trapped.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So that's definitely a good reason to go limp, especially because of that. Yeah, I would not want to break anything. David?
Yeah, I mean, just everything what Alex said. When you're landing, they teach you how to properly land, PLF, parachute landing fall. But I mean, it's still, most of it's on you too. Like you're gonna land on a certain side, whichever way the wind's blowing is the way you're gonna fucking go. The new parachutes they have, the T11s, they show you how to control them, but you can't really. They don't work. They don't
do shit. Like they tell you to pull something, but you don't really do anything. But you're just like whatever way you feel like you're falling, just like go limp in that direction.
Yeah, so they will teach you how to properly land, but it's your job to, you know, not be super stiff and just go limp and take it, dude.
Sweet. Yeah. All right, guys. So with all that being said, those are the 3 things you should know before going to airborne school. Again, you know, how physically demanding it is, how much running you're going to be doing, and then going to trust your equipment, because if you don't, it can make you a little more anxious and nervous. And number 3, you know, go limp, you know, so you don't hurt anything when you actually hit the ground. And I just want to thank David and Alex for coming on again, sharing this information with y'all, sharing it with me, because it's, you know, it's new to me as well. If you guys want to see more airborne videos, we have some on my channel previously with David on here, and we have one with Alex as well. So be sure to check those out, show that love, and also like this video. Again, it really helps us out. Subscribe, turn on that bell notification, set it to all. That way you're immediately updated whenever I post new content. And again, comment down below what you're most excited about for airborne school or the Army in general. Follow our Instagrams. They're going to be in the description box below, but it's at Ben_Allen175.
Diamond Day 14.
Bar 7899.
There we go, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We really, really appreciate it, and we will see you on the next one. Later.